It's that time of year again, when the leaves turn to gold, the air smells like pumpkin spice, and families everywhere find joy in the little things. For Tori Roloff, this fall has been all about celebrating those sweet, fleeting moments with her kids, and one tiny star in particular has completely stolen the show. Tori recently shared a new set of photos that melted fans' hearts. Her daughter Lilah, dressed in the cutest fall outfit you can imagine, was caught exploring the season in her own magical way. From her cozy knit sweater to her bright smile and curious little eyes, every shot radiated warmth and innocence. It wasn't just another family post, it was a reminder of how fast time flies and how motherhood turns ordinary moments into lifelong memories. The Roloffs have always been known for their authenticity, for letting fans see both the joys and challenges of raising a family. But this time, Tori's post felt different. It wasn't about big announcements or TV drama. It was simply about love, the quiet, beautiful kind that shows up in a child's laughter on a crisp fall morning. Within hours, fans flooded the comments section. Words like precious, pure joy, and she's growing up so fast filled Tori's feed. One follower even wrote, "This is what happiness looks like, a mom who's proud and a little girl who's finding magic in the simple things." And truly, that's what these photos captured, the heart of family life in its most genuine form. But beyond the adorable photos and heart emojis, there's a deeper layer to this story, one about how much Lilah has grown, how far the Roloff family has come, and what Tori's life looks like now after stepping away from TLC's Little People, Big World. Because this isn't just a season of falling leaves, it's a season of change, growth, and gratitude for the Roloffs. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. The moment Tori Roloff hit post, hearts melted across social media. Her feed lit up with warmth, nostalgia, and the simple beauty of family life. The new fall photos captured something magical, not just autumn leaves and cozy sweaters, but the essence of motherhood and growth. The post featured little Lilah surrounded by bright orange pumpkins, her cheeks rosy from the crisp Oregon air. She wore a soft knit hat that looked handmade, a tiny patterned sweater, and the cutest pair of brown boots that looked 2 sizes too big. The kind of detail that makes fans feel like they're right there with her, watching her toddle through the pumpkin patch. Tori's caption was short, but it said everything: "My little pumpkin thief." Just 6 words, yet they carried a world of love. Within minutes, the comments section was overflowing with fans. One wrote, "Lilah is pure sunshine in a pumpkin patch." Another added, "She's getting so big, Tori, you're doing such an amazing job as a mom." Many followers mentioned how much Lilah had grown, not just in size but in spirit. "She's glowing," one longtime fan said. "There's something so bright about her energy lately." Others couldn't help but notice how peaceful Tori seemed. "You can tell she's in her element," a fan commented. "Being with her kids, away from all the TV drama, she just radiates happiness." The photos weren't just about fall, they told a deeper story. Fans who have watched Little People, Big World for years know how much Tori and Zach have been through, the ups and downs of parenthood, the challenges of raising 3 young kids while managing public attention, and the difficult decision to step away from the TLC spotlight. So when Tori shared these new images, it felt like a breath of fresh air. Gone were the behind-the-scenes tensions about the Roloff farm or the constant rumors about family rifts. Instead, what fans saw was love, simple, pure, and unfiltered. One fan beautifully summed it up in the comments: "This is what happiness looks like. No cameras, no drama, just you and your bobbies living your best life." Scrolling through the photos, you could see why people felt that way. In one shot, Lilah was giggling as she tried to lift a pumpkin nearly her own size, her little face scrunched up in determination. In another, she sat on a bale of hay next to her brothers, Jackson and Josiah, while Zach stood behind them, smiling proudly. The entire scene looked like something out of a postcard: golden leaves, warm sunlight, and a family at peace. But what really caught everyone's attention wasn't just the beauty of the photos, it was how real they felt. Tori didn't use professional editing or fancy filters. The lighting was natural, the colors soft, and the emotions genuine. It reminded fans of why they fell in love with the Roloffs in the first place: their authenticity. A longtime follower commented, "Every time I see your posts, I feel like I'm watching my own kids grow up. Thank you for sharing your world with us, Tori." Another added, "You're showing that happiness doesn't need fame, it just needs family." By the time evening rolled around, the post had racked up tens of thousands of likes. Fans kept sharing the photos on fan pages and LPBW groups, calling it the sweetest fall moment yet. Some even said they hoped Tori would turn the photos into a calendar or family keepsake because they perfectly captured the season's joy. What stood out the most, though, was the tone of the conversation. It wasn't gossip or drama, it was gratitude. Fans were genuinely happy to see Tori and her family thriving, especially after all the rumors and heartache that had surrounded the Roloffs earlier this year. And while social media can often be a harsh place, this post became a rare safe haven. One user wrote, "It's so refreshing to scroll through something that just makes you smile. Thank you, Tori, for reminding us of what really matters." As the pumpkin patch photos continued to circulate, fans started sharing their own family moments in the comments. Pictures of their kids in matching fall outfits, their own pumpkin picking adventures, and stories about how the Roloffs have inspired them to slow down and appreciate the little things. One fan summed it up perfectly. "Every time I see Lilah, I remember how beautiful it is to just let kids be kids. No filters, no expectations, just joy." Through her lens, Tori turned what could have been a simple seasonal post into something bigger, a celebration of love, growth, and gratitude. And that's exactly why fans couldn't stop talking about it. Since stepping away from Little People, Big World, Tori and Zach Roloff have found something many reality stars struggle to hold onto: peace. No more production schedules, no more cameras in their home, just the freedom to raise their kids their way at their own pace. These new fall photos of Lilah are a window into that freedom. The golden leaves, the laughter, the tiny hands clutching pumpkins, they're not staged moments for a TV audience. They're real-life family memories. Quiet mornings in the Pacific Northwest, weekend outings with their kids, and simple backyard adventures that capture the heart of what parenting truly means. Tori has often said that leaving the show gave her space to rediscover who she is, not just as a TV personality, but as a mother, wife, and woman of faith. On her podcast Raising Heights, she's opened up about how she's learning to slow down, to appreciate the little things. Watching her children, Jackson, Lilah, and Josiah, explore the world reminds her that joy doesn't come from fame or attention. It comes from being present. Fans love this version of Tori, the grounded, authentic mom who isn't afraid to share messy, beautiful, real life. In her posts, she talks about the chaos of bedtime, the exhaustion of parenting 3 little ones, but also the deep gratitude she feels for the life she's built. Many followers say Tori's content has become more relatable than ever. No filters, no drama, just family and love. For Zach, the change has been equally meaningful. Without the stress of filming, he's been able to focus more on his children, taking them on bike rides, teaching Jackson about sports, and helping Lilah find her confidence. His Instagram updates show a man who's proud to be a dad first and a TV figure second. And Lilah, the star of those sweet fall pictures, is thriving. Her smile seems brighter, her confidence stronger. She's learning to walk more steadily, to climb, to explore. Each photo Tori shares feels like a new chapter in Lilah's journey of independence. Fans often comment that they can see her growth, not just physically, but emotionally, the way she interacts with her brothers, the spark in her eyes as she plays in the leaves. Tori once wrote, "We're in a season of gratitude." And it shows. Their home radiates warmth, their photos tell stories of togetherness. They've traded TV fame for family time, and the trade seems to have paid off in every way that matters. Even though fans still miss seeing them regularly on Little People, Big World, many say they're happier watching the Roloffs live freely. There's something refreshing about seeing a family that stepped out of the spotlight and didn't lose themselves, they found themselves instead. Lilah's journey has been one of quiet strength and steady triumphs. From the moment she was born, fans of Little People, Big World have watched her grow, not just in age but in spirit. For a little girl who once faced developmental challenges, every small step has carried a big meaning. Tori has been open about the worries, the doctor visits, and the long days filled with therapy sessions. But now, seeing Lilah walking confidently, twirling in her tiny boots, and joining in on family dances feels like a heartwarming victory, not just for her, but for everyone who has rooted for her from the start. Each new photo Tori shares feels like a chapter in Lilah's beautiful story. Whether it's her infectious smile or the sparkle in her eyes when she's playing with her brothers, Lilah radiates a sense of joy that's hard to ignore. Fans often comment how she's growing into a perfect blend of Zach's calmness and Tori's warmth, a little girl who carries resilience in her tiny frame. One of the sweetest parts of this family's story is the bond between Lilah and her siblings. Jackson, being the big brother he is, often takes the lead, showing her how to do things, cheering her on, and making sure she's included in every adventure. Tori once shared a video of Jackson rolling a pumpkin across the yard, and Lilah, determined not to be left behind, wobbled after him, laughing. Baby Josiah watched from his stroller, giggling and clapping his little hands, completing a picture of pure family happiness. These simple, unfiltered moments, pumpkin rolling, leaf piles, bedtime cuddles, are what make the Roloff family so beloved. They remind viewers that behind the fame and cameras, they are a family like any other, filled with laughter, messes, and love. Tori has often said that motherhood isn't perfect, but it's her favorite thing in the world. And when you see how her children look at her, especially Lilah, you understand why. There's also something profoundly symbolic about where the Roloffs are now. Their move from Oregon to Washington wasn't just about finding a new home, it was about starting fresh. Away from the family farm drama, the tension, and the weight of expectations, Zach and Tori carved out a space where their kids could just be kids. The fall photos with Lilah surrounded by golden leaves, cheeks rosy, hands full of pumpkins, seem to capture that sense of peace perfectly. It's as if this new season represents their emotional reset, a new beginning rooted in simplicity, love, and togetherness. Fans have noticed it too. Comments under Tori's posts often highlight how much happier the family looks these days. You can see the peace in their smiles, one fan wrote. Another added, Lilah's confidence has bloomed so much since the move, she's glowing. Those observations speak volumes about how much environment and emotional balance can influence a child's growth. For Lilah, that growth has been both visible and inspiring. Watching her now, dancing beside Jackson, helping Tori bake cookies, or twirling in the living room while Zach strums his guitar, you can sense that she's thriving. She's no longer the shy toddler unsure of her steps, but a little girl with a world of curiosity ahead of her. And in every photo, you can see how much her parents adore her. Tori's captions, often short and heartfelt, say more than 1,000 words ever could. She's my sunshine, so proud of her, our little miracle. Perhaps what makes Lilah's story so moving is that it reflects the heart of the little people, big world legacy, overcoming challenges, embracing differences, and celebrating family no matter what life brings. The Roloffs have faced ups and downs, public scrutiny, and personal pain, but in moments like these, where Lilah's laughter fills the air and her siblings gather around, it's clear that love wins every time. At the end of the day, Tori's fall photos aren't just about pumpkins and pretty filters. They're a celebration of family, gratitude, and the quiet beauty found in everyday life. They capture what so many of us long for: simple joy, shared laughter, and the comfort of knowing we're surrounded by love. In each photo, you can almost feel the warmth of the Roloff family's bond. Lilah's playful smile, Jackson's big brother pride, and Tori's tender gaze remind us that the sweetest memories aren't made in grand moments, but in the small ones, the kind that sneak up on you and stay forever. For longtime fans, seeing Lilah standing tall in that pumpkin patch feels deeply personal. It's more than just a milestone, it's a symbol of growth, resilience, and hope. We've watched her journey from tiny steps to confident strides, and in each new photo, we see a reflection of perseverance and love. These moments remind us why we've followed the Roloffs for so many years. Beyond the fame and the cameras, their story is one of family, imperfect, evolving, but always rooted in love. And that's something that never goes out of season. As the leaves fall and the year winds down, Tori's message feels clear. Slow down, hold your loved ones close, and find sweetness in the little things: a child's laugh, a cozy afternoon, or a heart full of gratitude. For fans everywhere, these snapshots are more than just pictures. They're reminders that life keeps moving, kids keep growing, and seasons change, but love, faith, and family stay the same. So here's to the Roloffs and to all of us finding our own fall sweetness wherever we are. Thanks for watching, for supporting, and for sharing in this beautiful journey. Until next time, may your days be warm, your hearts full, and your moments truly sweet.